Philip II, known as Philip Augustus, was one of the most successful kings in medieval French history. He reigned from 1180 to 1223, a period of great transformation for France. Let's learn about him. Philip was the son of Louis VII and his second wife, Adela of Champagne. When Philip was born in 1165, his father, Louis, was the king of France. But Louis had a peculiar way of doing things. He had a lot of sons, but he also had a lot of mistresses, and so it was with the mother of Philip. You would think that making heirs with your wife would be more convenient, but no, Louis preferred the old ways. Anyway, when Philip was only 14 years old, his father died and he found himself king of France. Now, you might think that this would be a time of great joy, but young Philip had other ideas. He went ahead and married a 26-year-old woman, Isabella of Habsburg, without asking permission from the royal council. This was seen as an insult by the powerful nobles, and they tried to take advantage of the young king. They thought that a 14-year-old kid wouldn't be able to do much, but they were wrong. Philip managed to assert his authority and even went ahead and tripled the size of the royal domain. By the end of his reign, he had defeated many nobles and taken their lands. This made him very powerful, but also very unpopular. He was the first French monarch to style himself King of France instead of the traditional King of the Franks. This was a symbol of his break with the past and his desire to create a new and more centralized state. Philip is best known for his participation in the Third Crusade. He joined Richard the Lionheart and Frederick Barbarossa in the Holy Land, but returned to France early, claiming to be sick. In reality, he was worried about the growing power of Richard and the English in France. He hoped that by returning home, he could secure his own power base and prevent any English interference. This, however, led to tensions with Richard, who accused Philip of abandoning the crusade and making up excuses to leave. And that's why, my friends, we don't have a joint podcast. But Philip's decision to leave the Holy Land was actually a smart move. He went on to defeat the Angevin Empire, notably at the Battle of Bouvines in 1214. This battle was a turning point in medieval history. It marked the end of the English domination of France and the beginning of French supremacy in Europe. Philip laid the foundations for a centralized French state and set the stage for the 100 Years' War. After a long and eventful reign, Philip died in 1223.